to live stream. This meeting is being live streamed. Did it give you a message?
Mm-hmm.
Unsupported request. You're not seeing it on there, right? Might not work.
It says meeting is now streaming on live Facebook. I'll look here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we're here.
I see us on there. This is giving me an error, but I guess we won't believe it. Okay. Yeah. Hey, if anybody's watching, we're trying something a little new today. We're going live. So you never know what you're going to get with us. What it comes down to. How are you doing today, Sarah?
I am good. How are you?
Hanging in there. I off live. I told you a little bit about our morning with the Valentine's Day and trying to get them prepped and ready for school. So it's been interesting, but we're here. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, always an exciting time to be a kiddo, right? All the exchange of candy and all of us parents who just love all the extra sugar and blue and red tongues and, so much. Yeah, it's gross. I'm just gonna say it, It's like their mouths are like red and blue and it's like, oh. Yeah.
Candy hangovers are on our way.
Right. Like at least eat some chocolate, right? Like at least it doesn't stay in your mouth. I know I really went down a weird rabbit hole there, but just where I'm at.
I love it. Okay. Well, today we're kind of transitioning our weekly marketing video. We're going to just try it live and see how it goes. But today's topic that we wanted to chat with you all about is testimonials. So we're going to kind of cover the different areas of why you would do one, types of ones, and maybe how you would use it. So Sarah, why should someone with a business page or a care about gathering a testimonial?
Well, it's important to hear from your customers. You want to hear what you're doing well, and you want to also constructive criticism is good. You want to hear what you could be doing better. And you also want other people to see why your business is great. It's a great way for people that haven't visited your business or shopped with you to hear about why others like you so much. So it's just really good marketing, really.
Yep. I mean, there's a reason that testimonials have been part of a marketing strategy forever, because it's like, I can tell you how good we are and that you should work with us, but it's going to be so different when you hear someone else who's actually worked with us give an honest review and an honest breakdown of what it went like for them when they worked with you. So it's kind of that, like, it's the trust factor, and it makes it a little more real instead of just being like, hey, we're great. And you actually have someone who can say it. Like, for example, with you and me, if I'm just going to pick like a beauty product, like lipstick or something. If I'm like, Sarah, you should try this and I love it, you might be a little more willing to try it because you like me and trust me. So that's totally the whole concept.
Yep. Building trust. Yep, for sure. I agree.
So leading into kind of the next point, we all know testimonials are powerful and they're smart, but I think a lot of people get stuck with being a little afraid to ask their customer or not really knowing what they want from their customer. So here we've done it quite a few different ways of different types of testimonials. So do you want to talk about a couple, Sarah, that come to mind for you?
Sure. I think the big thing is find your your customers that shop with you a lot, like kind of find those ones that you've already built a relationship with. And a lot of times it's just that ask, because you're comfortable, you've built that relationship. You're not asking the person that just walked in your door for the first time to give you a review. You're asking that person that you've you've cultivated that relationship with, to give, what do you think of our business or of shopping here? And they can write it. We've had some really great written testimonials, but we've also had some really great video testimonials when people are willing to go on camera. Those are even better because you're able to just see their passion for their experience there. And I think that's so huge. So I would encourage everyone to try to get those video testimonials so you don't miss out on kind of that feeling. But I know on the other hand, there's a lot of us that aren't super comfortable going that direction. So you can do something really neat with a written testimonial too. We've done that for a variety of clients where we have written and video. I'm kind of drawing blank on some of our other ones that we've done.
The other one that I thought of, which is a little hack, pictures are great too. If you can get a picture of your customer, whether it's maybe in their actual life, depending on what your product or service is, or if they're not willing to do it on their own, like at your store, maybe you jump in the photo with them. And sometimes I feel like that takes the anxiety out of it. You like, hey, I could be in it with you, or let's take it together. I think I've seen that before where people are a little more willing if you're also a part of it. And obviously you can always tell the person, like, you can see what we're going to post, or look at the quote and you can approve it. That's another way to maybe take some of the unknown out of it for the customer. The other thing I was going to mention with I almost prioritize, like, video would be best if you could get it, but I know not everybody's game for that. But if you think about it this way, when you get to see someone talking to you, we were just talking about this. One of our clients had a testimonial where the guy was talking, and then what the topic he was talking about, you could relate to him if you were going through the same thing, age-wise, kind of demographic-wise, and you could just tell that they were like a real person. And I feel like that makes it so much more powerful sometimes. So that's one of the pluses of video. You could also just do audio. We've done like just an audio and overlaid maybe some graphics, and then the rest that you mentioned, the quotes, the photos. So there's lots of different ways we can do this. And sometimes too, if you don't want to attribute a name, you could also just use a quote as well. I mean, that's kind of my last resort one. I would rather have a name or some context to it, because then you can't just be like, you made that up. Not that anyone's probably going to accuse you of that, but I like that as well.
Mm-hmm. And then to make sure you can reuse them in a variety of ways. You can use them on social, you can put them on your website, make them look. I always think it's neat, to kind of integrate them into your website creatively, and not just as like this random quote, kind of include it where it makes sense. Maybe it's a picture that connects to what they're talking about in their testimonial, something like that. So I think there's a lot of different ways you can use them throughout your business.
Yes. I would add on to that too, is you could also use it in like maybe some of your printed materials if you do brochures, or maybe you send out an email newsletter or just a check-in via your list. Those are always great. They're just great. Like you said, they can be used everywhere. And one of the big things we do with testimonials on the sponsored ad side would be setting up an ad in the back end and having it targeted to be running the whole month. So that's one of our pillars of our ad strategy. And depending on the testimonial and what we're doing that month for the goal, a lot of times it'll be a retargeting ad. So it'll be people who have maybe engaged and seen your content once with something that we've sent out first. And it's like that reminder of why should you work with us, or why should you come here? What do they do again? And that's kind of one of the strategies we use. So if you're ever interested in that, that's something we can help you with. And we're always excited to kind of build that campaign around.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you have anything else to say on testimonials as we wrap this up?
Ooh, I don't think so. I guess I would just say, don't be afraid to ask for them. Sometimes people will leave them, and sometimes you just need to ask for them. And like I said, just keep cultivating those relationships with with your customers, your clients, and that's a great way to build out and get some testimonials.
Yes. Good, good. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We hope you have a good Tuesday, and we'll see you again next week.